cauliflower, and cauliflower once again. What's up, 23% Nation? This is your man, Coach D. Today, I'm back with vegetable of the day, the one and only cauliflower. So maybe you think cauliflower is white broccoli. Maybe you love it, maybe you hate it. Maybe you've eaten a pizza made with cauliflower dough. Well, whatever the case may be, please listen and watch on why, because we're about to dive just a little deeper into the wonderful world of cauliflower. All right, first up, a little bit of background information. Cauliflower is a member of the cruciferous vegetables family, along with broccoli, cabbage, kale, and Brussels sprouts. So take a look at the picture. Ladies and gentlemen, we can clearly see that the cruciferous vegetable family is actually pretty nice looking, right? We got green, we got purple, we got white, right? So there we have it, guys. A little bit of background information about the one and only cauliflower. All right, more background information. While most cauliflower is found in white varieties, other types like purple, yellow, and green cauliflowers can be found in certain parts of the world and are just as nutritious. Interesting. Now, guys, take a look at the picture. Now, clearly, I know that most people are not aware that cauliflower comes in so many different colors. But as you can see, it is possible. Now, personally, I've only seen the white variety, but I'm eager to actually see the yellow, the green, and the purple. So there we have it, guys. More background information about the one and only cauliflower. All right, more background information. Great. Believe it or not, there are over 80 different types of edible cauliflowers for sale around the world. There are 4 major groups of cauliflower that these varieties fall into. So first we have the Italian, second we have the Northern European, third is the Northwest European, and last is the Asian. Nice. Now take a look at the picture, guys. Not only do we have the different colors, but then we also have different shapes, right? Interesting. Now I wonder if because they have different shapes and different colors, if they have different tastes. So let's find out. Does anyone know? If so, please write it in the comment box below. All right, now it's time for a few fun facts. Most people choose to only cook and consume the white head of cauliflower, since the tougher stem and leaves can cause digestive upset for some people and tend to be tougher in texture. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, it's a-okay for you to eat the leaves and the stem, right? But if you do, just make sure that you don't have any digestive issues, right? So, guys, there we have it. Some fun facts about the one and only cauliflower. Okay, more fun facts. Now, a lot of us may want to know, is cauliflower a carb or protein? Now, that's an interesting question. Here we go. While it does contain some protein, as most vegetables do, it's technically considered a carbohydrate since it's a plant-derived food. So, all of my meatheads that are out there, ladies and gentlemen, 23% Nation, remember something. All vegetables, as a matter of fact, most plant foods contain protein. Maybe not as much as animal products, but this protein is clear of cholesterol and it contains fiber, which is a wonderful thing. Now, here's another question that a lot of people may have about cauliflower. Is cauliflower keto-friendly? Now, that's a good question. And the answer is yes. Even though it contains some carbs, it's still relatively low in carbohydrates considering its high fiber content, making it a good choice for people on a low carb diet. So there we have it, guys. If you're on a ketogenic diet, a low carb diet, a no carb diet, right? Then yeah, go ahead and eat cauliflower till your heart is content. So there we have it, guys. We now know that cauliflower is keto friendly. All right, more fun facts. Both cauliflower and potatoes are often used as grain alternatives. You can use them to make rice and grain-free pizza crust. Interesting, never knew that. One benefit of using cauliflower over potatoes in recipes is that it's lower in carbs, making it suitable for people on the keto diet or other low carb diets. How nice is that, right? So there you have it, guys. If you're looking for a replacement for potatoes, go ahead and use cauliflower. And trust me, they won't know the difference, right? Because ultimately both are white. All right, more fun facts. Another popular question is cauliflower better for you cooked or raw? Well, let's find out. According to studies, water boiling and water blanching processes have the biggest impact on reducing cauliflower's nutrients. Oh no. Instead, surprisingly, cauliflower kept its nutrients most intact when microwaved or gently stir-fried. Interesting. The very best method for cooking cauliflower seems to be gently sauteing it on the stovetop with a bit of water, broth, lemon juice, or a healthy source of fat, which can make its nutrients more absorbable. Of course, eating it raw, perhaps dipped in some healthy hummus dip, also preserves its nutrients. So, the word is out. Ultimately, it depends on how you're cooking your cauliflower, right? So, if you want less nutrients, then boil it in water or blanch it in water. But if you want the majority of the nutrients, you can always eat it raw. You can saute it, stir fry, or even microwave it. So there we have it, guys. We now know which type of cauliflower is best, right? Raw versus cooked. All right, now it's time for the not so fun facts. Now the question is, what happens when you eat too much cauliflower? Let's find out. According to the research, it takes a large amount of cruciferous vegetables to cause hypothyroidism, and it appears that this risk only exists for those who already have an iodine deficiency. One study in humans found that the consumption of 5 ounces a day of cooked cruciferous vegetables, such as Brussels sprouts specifically, for 4 weeks had no adverse effects on thyroid function. If you have a known thyroid problem, it's best to consume cruciferous vegetables that have been cooked and keep them to about 1 to 2 servings daily. So there we have it, guys. We now know that cauliflower doesn't really indicate that you're going to have any type of problems with your thyroid gland, okay? So unless you already have a pre-existing condition, go ahead, eat your cauliflower. So there we have it, guys, the not so fun facts about the one and only cauliflower. All right, more not so fun facts. Another question, what happens when you eat too much cauliflower? Well, I thought we already covered that question, but let's find out more information. Some people have a difficult time digesting raw cruciferous vegetables, including cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower, of course. Cooking these vegetables usually helps relieve the problem. Nice. So, I guess now we are at a crossroads. So we're trying to figure out if eating too much cauliflower is the problem. Well, as it turns out, not really. It just depends on how it's prepared, right? So again, don't worry about cauliflower. It's a-okay, unless you have difficulty eating raw cauliflower, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have difficulty eating the raw one, right, go ahead and cook it. Doesn't really matter. All right, more not so fun facts. What happens when you eat too much cauliflower? Once again, cruciferous vegetables contain compounds called purines, which can sometimes break down to form uric acid in the urine. Interesting. If you have a pre-existing condition like kidney stones and gout, you should speak with your doctor before consuming large amounts of cauliflower. Although in small doses, the risk, if not thought, is not thought to be of anything to worry about, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, you don't necessarily have to worry about consuming too much cauliflower unless you have some type of pre-existing condition. In this case, if you have kidney stones and or gout, then yeah, you probably want to either reduce it or completely eliminate cauliflower from your diet. All right, So, now that we're done with the not so fun facts, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to dive into the 520 rule. Guys, the 520 rule is all about food labels. That's right. It's a guide. It's a guide that lets us know whether or not a food or beverage item is a good source or not a good source of any particular nutrient. Now, when we talk about the 520 rule, we're really talking about percent daily value, abbreviated percent DV. Now, let's take a look at our sample food label. As you can see, it is divided into three main parts. We have the purple portion, the yellow, and then we have the light blue. Let's go color by color. First, let's talk about the purple column, entitled percent daily value, right? So as you can see, percent DV is represented as a percentage, and it has a low end, 0%, and it has a high end, 100%. Now, here's what we need to know about the yellow part. The yellow part basically highlights the nutrients that unfortunately do a lot of harm to the human body. They promote disease, they promote sickness, they promote illness. So say hello to saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, and sodium. So when it comes to their percent DV, you really want to make sure that whatever you're eating or drinking, that their percent DVs are as close to 0% as possible. Now, let's talk about the blue nutrients. The dietary fiber, the vitamin A, the vitamin C, the calcium, and the iron. Well, rather than promote disease, these nutrients do just the opposite. They promote wellness, they promote health within the body temple. So the next time you eat or drink something, make sure that that product has its percent DVs as close to 100% as possible. Now, if we want to be a little more specific about the 520 rule, we can. We can say that if a food or beverage item offers anywhere from 0% to 9% DV of any particular nutrient, then that food or beverage item is not a good source of that particular nutrient. Next, if the food or beverage item that we're consuming offers 10% to 19% DV, then that food or beverage item is considered a good source of that particular nutrient. Lastly, if the food or beverage item offers 20% DV or more, then that food or beverage item is considered an excellent source of that particular nutrient. So there we have it, guys, the ins and outs about the 520 rule. All right, now it's time to dive into the nutrition facts. So for today's lecture, we're going to say that a single serving of cauliflower is equal to 1 cup of raw cauliflower, not cooked, okay? 1 cup. So here we go. In a single serving, which is 1 cup, we're only going to get about 25 calories, not a lot, 5.3 grams of carbs. Check this out, guys, 2 grams of protein. Amazing, right? 0.1 gram of fat, and look at this, 2.5 grams of fiber. Isn't it awesome where you can get fiber and protein in one product? Perfect. Now, vitamin C comes in at a whopping 77% DV. Excellent source. Next up is vitamin K coming in at 20% DV. Excellent source. Folate comes in at 14% DV. Good source. Vitamin B6 comes in at 11% DV. Good source. Then we have potassium coming in at 9% DV. Not a good source. Manganese, 8% DV, not a good source. Pantothenic acid, 7%, not a good source. Thiamine, 4% DV, not a good source. And lastly, we have riboflavin, magnesium, and phosphorus all coming in at only 4% DV. So unfortunately, this single 1 cup serving of raw cauliflower is not a good source of riboflavin, magnesium, and or phosphorus. But here's what we got to understand is that if you want more vitamin B6, you want more thiamine, you want more riboflavin and magnesium, all you have to do is double your servings. Therefore, you double the percent DV. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the nutrition facts about the one and only cauliflower. All right, now it's time to dive into the health benefits. But before we do, Coach D wants to talk about something first. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to talk about the principle of cause and effect, which basically states that every cause has its effect and every effect has its cause. There really is no such thing as chance and or luck. In other words, everything happens for a reason. So, ladies and gentlemen, 23% nation. If you want to be healthy, well, you got to cause it. And it's the same thing with disease, right? You want to have a disease? Well, you got to cause that too. So for today's lecture, ladies and gentlemen, not only are we going to discuss the health benefits, which technically are the effects, but we're also going to talk about what causes these effects. But more importantly, we're going to give you the names of the phytonutrients and or the medicines that are in the cauliflower that produce these amazing health benefits. So, health benefit number 1, cauliflower helps reduce cancer risk. So, which phytonutrients are responsible? Well, say hello to glucosinolates, right? Benefit number 2, fights inflammation. So the question is, which medicines in the cauliflower cause this? Well, say hello to beta-carotene, beta-cryptoxanthin, caffeic acid, cinnamic acid, ferulic acid, quercetin, rutin, camphorol, and vitamin C. Benefit number 3, decreases risk for heart disease and brain disorders. Perfect. So, which phytonutrients cause this? Well, vitamin K, vitamin C, antioxidants, and omega-3 fatty acids. Benefit number 4, provides high levels of vitamins and minerals. Well, say hello to vitamin C and vitamin K. Benefit number 5, improves digestion and detoxification. Well, say hello to sulforaphane, glucobrasinin, glucoraphanin, and gluconestergen. Benefit number 6, aids in weight loss. Well, say hello to fiber. Benefit number 7, helps balance hormones. So, what's the cause? Well, it's the antioxidants. And health benefit number 8, preserves eye health. Great. So the question is, which medicine in cauliflower is responsible? Well, say hello to sulforaphane. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, 8 amazing health benefits from cauliflower. All right, now it's time to talk about food. Yes, plant foods. Ladies and gentlemen, give a special shout out to forksoverknives.com. By the way, there is a movie entitled Forks Over Knives, which I highly suggest you watch. Now, yes, forksoverknives.com is our go-to website for everything vegan. So, as usual, I went to the website, did a little bit of research, and came across 2 very delicious looking recipes, right? One is entitled Buffalo Cauliflower Pita Pockets, and the second is entitled Crispy Buffalo Cauliflower Bites. Take a look at those pictures. Looks delicious. Can't believe it. Now, if you are inclined, here's what I suggest. Go to the description box, click on the links. That's right, guys. I'm giving you links to both recipes. Go to the links, make the dish, taste the dish, come back to the video and share your thoughts. So there we have it, guys. 2 amazingly delicious vegan recipes from forksoverknives.com starring cauliflower. All right, 23% nation, I hear you. A lot of you say, well, Coach D, thanks for the fun facts and the not so fun facts and the nutrition facts. But what I really want to know is, when should I eat more cauliflower? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if that's your question, then I got to tell you that the perfect day to eat more cauliflower is Nature Day. Yes, good old Nature Day. Now, here's what we need to know about Nature Day, is that number 1, it is the first day of the 23% challenge. Now, a lot of us may not be familiar with the 23% challenge, and that's okay. So, in a nutshell, the 23% challenge is a monthly 7-day wellness program that is designed to help improve your health, your wealth, your relationships. Oh, and it also helps to save good old planet Earth. Now, here are 2 things that we need to know about the challenge. Number 1, it's monthly, meaning every month, meaning January through December. And it's only 7 days long. As a matter of fact, it's the first 7 days of every single month. Now, something else that we need to know is that Nature Day is the first day of the challenge, which then means Nature Day is the first day of every month. So whether it's March 1st, July 1st, or even September 1st, it's always Nature Day. Okay, so a lot of us may now be intrigued. Some of us may be motivated. Some of us may be inspired to learn more about Nature Day. Well, guys, if that's you, please listen on. Guys, Nature Day is all about food, but specifically plant foods. In other words, it's time to eat more plants. Now, I do understand that that may be difficult for some people, so let me introduce the baby steps, right? So, why don't we try to eat only plants and drink only water before 12 p.m.? That way, after 12 p.m., you can eat whatever you want to eat. Or maybe you can do eating only plants and drinking only water after 12 p.m. That way, before 12 p.m., you can eat and drink whatever you want. Now, for those of us who don't want to take the baby steps, for those of us who want to maybe dive head in, right? Those of us who may want to up the ante just a little bit, well, you may want to try to become a 3% vegan, right? And what's that? Well, that's any person who only eats plant foods and drinks only water only one day out of an entire month. Next up is a 10% vegan. Now that's any person, man, woman, or child, who only eats plant foods and drinks only water 3 days out of an entire month. Next up is a 17% vegan, which is any person, man, woman, or child, who only eats plant foods and drinks only water only 5 days out of an entire month. And lastly is the 23% vegan. That's the ultimate. And that's what Coach D considers himself to be. So what does that mean? It means that for the first 7 days of every single month, I am a strict vegan. And I only eat from the 5 food groups of plant foods, which happen to be fruits, vegetables and herbs, nuts and seeds, legumes, meaning beans and peas, and of course, whole grains. And I only drink water. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the ins and outs about Nature Day. All right. So a lot of people may now wonder, all right, Coach D, I know when Nature Day is, right? But who is it for? I mean, is it really for me? Is eating plant foods and drinking only water, is that really for me? Well, allow me to describe the type of person that Nature Day is ideal for. So maybe you're suffering from the big 4, meaning you have heart disease, cancer, obesity, or type 2 diabetes. Maybe you have skin issues such as eczema, psoriasis, pimples, acne, blackheads. Maybe you have digestive issues such as irritable bowel syndrome, constipation, right? Leaky gut, right? Maybe you have mental issues such as depression, anger, sadness, ADHD, right? And maybe you're looking for a natural, holistic approach to your healing. Well, Nature Day is definitely for you. Maybe you're looking to get lean. Maybe you want to lose some weight. Maybe you want to lose a few inches from your hips, waist, and thighs, right? Or maybe you want to bulk up. Maybe you want to put on some muscle mass. Well, then you may want to try our vegan lean and vegan bulk programs. Or maybe you're looking to transition to, or shall I say from, the standard American diet to a more whole food plant-based diet. Or maybe you're just the type of person who wants to continue eating whatever they eat, but on the side you want to eat more plants. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you meet any of these descriptions, then yes, Nature Day is definitely for you. All right. Now, because I want you to be successful on Nature Day, I want to offer you Coach D's tips. So here we go. Tip number 1, go to your local grocery store. Now, when you get there, you're going to go to 3 places. Number 1 is the produce section. Number 2 is the freezer aisle. Number 3 is the canned good aisle. Why these 3 places? Well, because that's where you're going to find the majority of your plant foods. Now, some people want to know, well, Coach D, what's best, fresh, frozen, or canned? I'll answer that question like this. Fresh is always first. Why? Because that's where the plant foods are going to retain the majority of their nutrients. Second is frozen, and it's actually a very close second, believe it or not. And third, all the way in the back, maybe 5 laps behind, is canned. Here's what you got to understand about any canned food, plant food or not, is that before the food is canned, it's actually processed, right? Meaning things are taken in, things are added in, things are taken out. So before the food actually goes into the can and on the shelf, unfortunately, a lot of nutrients have been depleted and a lot of toxins have been added. So you may end up eating more toxins than you do nutrients. So that's why fresh is first, frozen is second, and canned is third. Tip number 3, go to the prepared dishes section of your local grocery store. Now, here's what you got to understand about this is that when you're done with the freezer aisle and the canned good aisle in the produce section, walk on back there. Talk to the person behind the counter. Ask them if they have any vegan, not vegetarian options. If they do, ask for a sample. Don't worry, it's free. And if you like it, go ahead and purchase it by the pound, or maybe even 2, maybe even 3 pounds if you really, really like it, right? Tip number 3, go visit your local farmer's market. Now, I highly recommend this for people who must have all natural, non-GMO, organic plant foods. Or farmers markets are amazing. Why? Because they only cater to the non-GMO organic plant food market. That's right. Now, chances are you may see cheaper prices for your produce. Why? Because the food is grown locally. That's right. Tip number 4 is to go visit and, of course, eat at a vegan restaurant. Now, vegan restaurants are amazing for a few reasons. Number 1, they hire vegan chefs. Number 2, well, the vegan chefs know not only how to cook plant foods so that they retain the majority of their nutrients, but then they also know which plant foods to combine to yield the most nutritious, delicious dishes. Tip number 5 is to get a subscription to a vegan meal prep company. Now, I recommend this for people who claim they don't have time to cook plant foods, they don't want to cook plant foods, or maybe they just don't know how to cook plant foods. Whatever the case may be, it's A-OK. Guys, give them a call, right? Get the subscription. They make the food, they deliver the food, you eat the food. It's just that simple. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. 5 amazing tips to help make your nature day successful. All right, it's time for our question of the day, and this comes from yours truly and the rest of the 23% nation. We have inquiring minds, so we want to know, is cauliflower keto friendly? Now, I believe I covered this information earlier in the lecture, so if you got it, good, please write your answer in the comment box below. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. I definitely want to thank you for listening. As always, let's eat well, feel well, think well, do well, be well. This is your man, Coach D. Now, before I sign out, I got to ask you to please subscribe, share, comment, and like the video, especially if you love cauliflower. And don't forget to use our 3-word mantra. It's hashtag eat more plants. As stated earlier, my name is Coach D. I'm signing out. Always remember to take care, God bless, and never ever forget that Coach D loves you.